Alrighty, so get after. I've got this tease of a corner of a blue sky going on for you there. So we're going to do a 10-minute workout right now. I don't know what 10 minutes it's going to be. How much fun is that? We're going to start to move and all will be revealed to me as well as to you. I'm going to start, or we're going to start together. Come on over onto your hands and knees, quadruped. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Hands are wider than the knees because that's what the body does. And we'll just start with our cat stretch. So exhale to come under, inhale to go up. Often I find that as I start to move and just do something like this, I get a feel for what my body might want. And I am feeling a little bit more play, to be honest with you today. So just do. So I'm going to just start to jig my cat around, bending one elbow, going the other, sitting round, coming up, lifting, rounding. I got a bit of a tightness through here that I might try to work on for myself. So just notice where yours is, and if something works and goes, that released it, awesome. Tucking the toes under, hovering the knees, stretching them up, coming into your down dog, moving the hands forward a bit so we can come into plank, hip drop into a sprawl, push back into a down dog, heels drop down, shifting forward, hips drop. Just keep rocking between those. So we're going to get those shoulders starting to move and open. And then I'm going to start to add my leg coming into it. So I'm going to push back, three-legged dog, come forward, knee to elbow, three-legged dog, open hips. Knee to elbow, so it's my right knee coming into my right elbow because that's what I feel like today. And I'm going to do 2 more of those. So I'm letting things move today, not to control, must keep still. And then on this last one, my right foot's going to come outside my right hand, grab it, pull it if it needs it. Take a wonderful twist with the arm overhead, because I know for me, if I take my arm overhead, I might get that stretch coming through my right side. Left big toe pushes into the floor, the heel pushes back, and I reach and look to my right hand. Right hand comes down, right leg straightens, and right bends. So now I've got this big stretch coming through my hamstring here. And I'm going to turn my right foot out, which also will be a different stretch for a different part of my hamstring. Fingertips might be necessary, all good. Eyes go up, eyes go down, one more. So I've just opened up my hip to sit back into, or down dog. Starting to feel a little bit looser through that side. Left leg coming up, three-legged dog open. Again, left elbow, left knee, up and open. So forward. So this is great, obviously, for the core, as well as upper body, hip, stretch, open, all that funky stuff that's so good for us, just freedom of movement. And now left foot comes outside, left hand, right big toe stays down, right leg nice and strong, left arm up. Now I'm not going to do too much of a side bend because I don't want to crunch into that, but it feels good for you to do that. But I'm going to find more length for myself on this side. And often the sides feel different, so play with that. Watching hyperextending elbows. Oh, feels good. Hand comes down, straighten and bend. Now you could have this leg straight to do this, that right leg straight as you sit back and forward in that left leg. Or I could have this knee down as an option, okay? But the left hamstring, whether you like it like this up or not, is going to be releasing. Left foot turns out, I might come up here because that gives me a different stretch. And I also, as I go back here, can push that back heel down to get a bigger stretch coming through my right calf. Last one, and then I'm going to go back into my down dog, have a little walk out, have a little wiggle. Love it. Forward into plank, strong plank, down dog. Oh, and I love that stretch of down dog, really do. So down dog is not necessarily having to have your heels down. It's the journey of reaching them to the floor and sending the sitting bones away from the heels. That's where you get the bang for your buck, because that's where your calves, hamstrings kind of connect. And then down into the Achilles too. Now, I'm going to go back, separate my legs as wide as my mat, into my plank, but drop my feet. So I've got a bit of an arm balancing thing going on here. Open out, straight through plank. So I am dropping my feet. I don't want to stack them because I'm just constantly changing and opening and also swallowing my necklace. We just got 2 kittens, and one of them loves this necklace, so I have to hide it all the time. It's fun. And coming back into knees down, tail up, puppy pose, eyes go forward, drop the chest, play position basically. Oh, feels so nice on the shoulder stretch. And then forward, hands coming in, tucking the toes under. Feet go flat, 4 inches apart, 5 inches apart, please, depending on the width of your hips. Hands come in, hold your elbows and just have a little rock here. Great way to loosen up your spine. Blood pressure problems, obviously, please, please, please be careful not to have your head this way. Might not feel good. Low blood pressure, obviously, as you roll up, be a little bit careful what happens here. Okay, you don't want to get dizzy. Hopefully, yep, might cut my head off. Oh, maybe not. Breathe in, arms come up. Rolling it down. Cool, got a lot of wires sticking out my belly. That looked a bit weird. And bend the knees to find the floor. Remember, you're trying to open out the span of your back. Hands come forward. I'm not in a true down dog. I'm a little bit closer. Left foot center. Right foot comes up. Now with that right foot up, see if you can bring the left arm off. Now you might need to take your hand and leg that you're balancing on wider. No problem, do if you do. But it's like hands and knees. When you take the opposites up, but we're just a bit higher. Just, that's all. Okay, so you do want a bit of width between the left hand and the right foot as we change sides. Now you might keep your pelvis level, you might turn it apart. If you feel you need more stretch, I would open. If you don't, and you want a little bit more glute work, you stay a bit more parallel or very parallel. My eye gaze is here, just like, stay here, Lisa, you're on camera. You're on camera, girl. You got it, you got it, you got it. Great work if you're with me. Left foot coming closer in, hands coming back. I love these moves, so rotating my pelvis a lot now, lengthening the chest into half moon. If we're into yoga world, bending that leg. But for me, it's just like a side kick standing, but I'm not kicking. All I'm doing is get a stretch through my quad. Open it out. I am looking down intently on purpose so I don't fall over as I'm trying to talk to you. Other side, I'm thinking more, I'm getting a lot of rotation around my hip joint, a lot of balance, so my glutes have a focus and a function. And then when I try to do this one, where's my foot? Proprioceptive challenge of where is my foot and hand and can I get them together? Bringing it down. So now that hip joint's open, let's come down onto the left knee, turn the left foot off the mat, come into balance. Side kick kneeling. So you want a nice body line, femur stacked, hand can be on your hip or in your lower back, and whichever leg is up, so my right leg is up, I'm kicking it forward and back without moving my back, which means my butt is getting some work out here and this butt is having to balance me. Now as I kick forward, I want to keep my spine still, so I almost think of sticking my butt back. When I stretch back, I'm thinking of working the underneath butt cheek. So stillness to begin, and now no stillness. Swing. Swing. I'm on my fingertips because it helps me get lift, but because I'm swinging now, I don't need to. It's like I'm painting with my hand. Love it. Freedom to stretch. Circle it around. Great little stretch there, especially when I drop my right heel down. Taking it right knee down, right foot opens, left leg stretch, open and side kick kneeling position first. So this hip has to tuck under, spine nice and long, flex to come forward, point to go back. Flex to go forward, point to go back. So you're really trying to focus on the hip crease on the front part of the move. Sorry, my head was a bit skewed then, I suddenly realized. So when it comes back, it's the pant line that works. Then I start to go stretch, kick, flow. I'm going to lower my leg because I get more of a side stretch kicking in. Again, you might want to lift up higher. I don't know where your body's at today. So please feel free to enjoy a sense of, well, what does your body want? What my body wants now is to come back into hands and knees. Oh, a little bit of a butt workout there, to be honest with you. Now my right hand's going to turn in. My left hand's creeping down, because I just feel the need to twist. I'm going to stretch my right arm forward as well. And my right leg back a little bit. I've actually turned my right leg out and opened my hip because it just felt good. coming back down, changing sides, left hand turns in. I've gone wide, okay, coming underneath, head and shoulder may go down, left arm goes forward a bit, left leg stretch. You know, the stretch of the leg, or if I push my heel away, that gives me a nice sensation. Leg comes in, de-wind. And you know what I just feel like I need to do to finish? It's a beautiful seated twist. So my left leg forward, right leg over. Big toe down, flexed foot, hug. Now I'm going to hug, but right hand behind my head, because I'm actually going to side bend. Because remember I said I needed a right side bend, so this is all about me. So if I come different angle to you, I've hugged in, leant forward. Now actually I'm going to try this. Hold, no, that won't work. We won't do that today. I was trying something out and it doesn't always work. But I am dropping down. Oh, now that's nice for me. If I rest my head on my knee, and if I curl in and just hug my knee. Right hand is reaching my left little toe, body outside that right leg, dropping down. If I push my right butt back, I start to open up this space. And open out. So this is the beautiful thing with movement. Find a pose, try the pose, and go, what do I need to be this side? So I need to lift this side up for me today. Okay. This is what we did the other side, but again, I don't feel I need that this side. So instead I'm going to fold over this way and keep pulling in. Breathe into those shoulders. Please, 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 I do offer you to adjust your bodies to where you need, not where I am, but play around with the different variations that you might know, or some of the things I say but don't necessarily do. If I really pull that in here, I get this great stretch underneath my scapula. Left hand is coming here, but I'm actually going to reach both forward there. Dropping down, big toe and little toe. Brilliant stretch on my lower back. Again, heaviness of the breath. Oh, great. Let's just go wide legs. Left hand, left side, feet flexed, side bend over. Reaching to the little toe, right hand, left little toe, push the right butt back, and I am leaning forward. Because again, that's where I can pull myself into a stretch down that right side. Often a tightness for most of us, to be honest. Why mine's tight today, who knows? Coming up, coming over. I've got beautiful sunshine. It's the middle of November. How lucky am I? Hold, leaning forward, pushing my left butt back right now is what I need. Pulling and pushing gives a beautiful contrast. I'm pushing into my foot, pulling with my hand, pushing with my right hand, pushing my left butt back, pulling with my left hand. So many different ways to get nice stretches going on here. Open and reach. Bring the legs together, give them a little shake. Breathe in, lift. What a lovely little movement session. Again, sometimes 10 minutes is all you need just to move the energy around in your body. Enjoy it, tune into what your body is telling you. And the more you do, then obviously you start to find your own variations and what works for you. Do hope you enjoyed that. Goes quick for me, to be honest, when I do that. That's 14 minutes. I better shut up now. Thank you, as always, for joining me.